All right, we're about ready to get things started here. I hope everyone is having an awesome Saturday afternoon and or evening. I mean, it is the evening right now where I'm at. I just got, well, firstly, before we really get into things here, I do have food on the way, so may have to dip out in like 10, 15 or so minutes to go take care of that. But besides that, I just got back about an hour ago from seeing, I did my first double feature at the movies today. Me and my brother Shadow Sense, we went and saw Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. So topical because tonight we're playing War in the North. And we got back from seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So, quick little mini review of Lord of the Rings. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. It's nice to have a new animated Lord of the Rings film. It's also just nice to have a new Lord of the Rings film after what seemed like maybe 10 years now since The Hobbit. I will say the story is a little about what you would have expected from the trailers. Like, I think the trailer basically gave you what the plot is going to be about. Now, as for lore changes, I don't know too, like, I'm not super huge on Lord of the Rings lore. I know a tiny bit of it, but I don't know everything. You want to watch people like The Broken Sword for that one. Animation, I thought was fantastic. There's definitely a lot of parts in it that were beautiful. If there's one gripe that I will say about the animation is that there were certain parts where they definitely tried to do like 3D environments. You see that in the opening with the main character Hera. She's like riding on her horse, and she like goes up to this like rock, and they do this like weird panning thing with the 3D. It looks a little off. It looks okay in some areas, but in other areas, yeah, it just kind of looks off. But other than that, though, yeah, it was good. I thought it was also a little bit choppy in some spots, but again, it was good. I have no complaints really on the animation. My main thing, like, this is kind of like arguably the big part when it comes to that movie for me, is the dialogue. A lot of the dialogue in War of the Rohirrim was very much you remember this from Lord of the Rings, don't you? Thanks, cat. My cat just threw up, so I'm gonna have to take care of that. Okay. You know what? We're gonna hold that thought while I take care of cat puke. And my food's about to be here too, so yeah. All right, cleaned up, but my food's about to be here, so yeah. All right, food has been acquired. Yeah, so back to my thoughts on War of the Rohirrim right quick. Yeah, no. Really the main issue I had with it was that some of the dialogue was very, you remember this, don't you? Because they do a lot of like callbacks and references, like either recognizable lines from the trilogy, or they say just like stuff that's like, oh, it's like, I kind of rolled my eyes at some of the at some of the dialogue, but other than that, though, War of the Rohirrim was good. Recommend you go see it if and when you can. I think it's on its like last week of showing in the theaters, which I will say is a little bit disappointing seeing it not do so well in the box office. I think it's fine. I will say their biggest issue is marketing, because I feel like I haven't, like, because usually you see, you know, ads for something like that on, like, you know, general TV and all that. Got basically nothing out of marketing. The only thing I really saw when it comes to like how that game was marketed was Facebook ads. That was basically it. Nothing on TV, nothing. Which I think was their main issue. I feel like they should have put a little bit more dedication into marketing, given that, you know, it was the first Lord of the Rings movie in like years. Other than that, though, yeah, no, it's good. I think you should go see it. Now, Sonic 3. I'm not gonna say too much on this, because it's new. Like, absolutely, I mean, so was World War here, but this one's, like, super, super new. Sonic 3 is easily the best movie out of the whole franchise so far. It's got all the great action, all the comedy is there, is fucking amazing. I highly recommend you go see Sonic 3 whenever you get the chance. And that's basically all I'm going to say, because I do not want to get into spoiler territory. But go see it. It's so good. It is so fucking good. But yeah, that's basically it on the movie side of things. Now we got some game news. A couple things I want to bring up. So, Destiny 2 is in the news today because it has reached a new all-time low in player count. So this is a courtesy of the Game Post. Yeah, according to data from Cbro, Destiny 2's total hourly active players count during peak hours hovers around 60,000 across all platforms. Yeah, so right now it is not doing so hot. It is currently under 20k players on Steam. And obviously that's not counting for like console players, but even console players, like it's all underneath like 100k, and it's like low for Destiny 2. And even though like Revenant right now, Revenant itself is not a bad episode. Like, I like Revenant, but Bungie isn't doing a whole lot to like make me and a bunch of other people want to come back into Destiny 2. Like right now, I'm basically just waiting for Act 3 to drop. Because I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm not really too happy with, because like I'm not really happy with the game right now. Like, I don't want to do the fieldwork stuff anymore. Because one, firstly, it's a fucking grind in order to even unlock the fieldwork stuff, because you basically just need to confine yourself to Onslaught Salvation for an hour and a half or more, like every play session, and that's already a fucking slog. Like, I'm not really itching to do seasonal challenge stuff, and I'm not really interested in doing the Dawning event, which is so sad to say. Like, I used to do a lot of the events stuff that they did, but now I'm just like, I'm not really excited for Destiny 2 stuff until Act 3 drops. That might be it. And honestly, like, what's annoying is that Bungie can literally fix this with one fucking update, and they just won't. For whatever reason, they just refuse to give people the campaigns that they took away. That, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, is what they need to do. That's what they need to do to bring players back. They need to stop doing this whole overarching story bullshit and like, oh, Red War we can't do anymore because the Gaul's already been long dead for like 10 years. And oh, the planets that you went to in Red War don't really exist anymore, except they kind of do now. And it's like, and I made this comparison during the Mass Effect playthrough. It's like if in Final Fantasy XIV they locked off one of the like opening areas, like Lenosha, because of the new expansion. Because of like, say they release a new expansion and enemy invades one of the opening areas, and now you can't go to that area until you beat the expansion. And that would completely fuck over new players, because like, oh, you can't make a character or do this in this area because of shit that's happening in the new expansion that players haven't even gotten to yet. And it's like, I hate the overarching story that Bungie's trying to do with Destiny 2. I get it, but I feel like that pays off if you are a concurrent player. If you're a new player, now granted they have means of getting you up to date with the story, but there's nothing that players can actually experience or play to really get that. I mean, we kind of had something like that with I think it was called like the Mirror Stories or something like that, where you got to play like the opening missions of some of the previous expansions. But that's basically it. And they need to do more of that. They need to do more of that and just fucking give us all the campaigns back. Bring back Red War. Bring back Warmind. Bring back Curse of Osiris. Especially since I played Red War. I have not played Curse of Osiris or Warmind. And I played Forsaken just before they vaulted it. Because I got into Destiny 2 right around Beyond Light. Right around when Beyond Light came out. And right around when they made it free to play. And like, fuck, even if it's something, no, because I don't even think they should have to pay. It's like, especially for players who already bought that game, like, especially for players who bought that shit full price. Like, they need to make that shit just like a free update. Bring back everything, Bungie. That is how you're gonna get players back. Because the amount of people I've seen that have just either refused to go back to Destiny 2 or have just refused to play Destiny 2 in general because Bungie got rid of all the, like, the first 4 fucking campaigns so that new players can't even do that stuff from the beginning. Like, there's a lot of people out there that just won't play Destiny 2 because of that. And you know, someone like me, like, yes, we all poke fun at Red War and all the other campaigns because with the exception of, like, Forsaken, I think Curse of Osiris is one of the really good ones. Like, regardless of how good or bad the campaign is, people still want to play them. Like, I would love to, at some point, you know, play, like, make one character in Destiny 1 and have it be, like, a concurrent, like, thing, you know? And this kind of goes into the possibility of them re-releasing and remastering Destiny 1. Like, make it a PC release. Give it a next-gen update where we can actually play the fucking game at 60 FPS and not 30. And again, you know, release it on PC, release it on Xbox. Why is it still on PlayStation? Like, well, what's, like, I don't get it. Because then, again, like I said, I would love to do just a pure Destiny 1 playthrough. I would love to do that. And make a character in Destiny 1 and have it go all the way into Destiny 2 and then do all of the shit that Destiny 2 has to offer all the way up to Final Shape and Revenant. Like, that would be so awesome. That's gratifying for the player to have this, like, experience through both games. And Bungie just apparently doesn't see that, doesn't see that. Or maybe they do see it and they're being told not to do that. And, you know, on top of that, they also need to, like, bring back some of the seasonal stories. Because, like, along with them bringing back the campaigns, they need to bring back the seasonal stories and let us experience those in a way that obviously doesn't require us to grind through all the bullshit and just get through, like, the story missions. Even if they're, like, little bite-sized pieces, even if it's only, like, 3 or 4 missions, that's basically the whole entire length of a season in terms of, like, how much story it actually brings. Like, give us the cutscenes and give us the more important missions from those seasons. And let us play them in, you know, in the order in which they're supposed to be played in between the expansions. Again, let players have this whole journey that players would like to experience. Like, that's how you get people back. And right now, with what Bungie's doing and what their fucking stupid ass CEO's doing, this is literally not the way. And it's gotten to a point where Destiny 2 is a very slowly but surely sinking ship. And it's so sad to see. But, that's my main takeaway with that story. The next one we're gonna talk about is Elder Scrolls Oblivion, because that was making the rounds yesterday. Because news outlets, I'm specifically pulling from Insider Gaming right now. Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake could be revealed. This is a rumor, not confirmed. But the fact that I was seeing so many people talk about it all throughout yesterday, you know, it's big news. Except when you don't consider the fact that there's already an Oblivion remake in the works, and it's called Sky Oblivion, which is and I think I talked about this before. Sky Oblivion is set to release in 2025. This is a fan-made remake using the Skyrim engine. It's a Skyrim mod, basically. Like, you have to buy and download Skyrim in order to play this mod. And in fact, actually, I think it may have been the lead, like, director of that mod, but they put out a tweet basically saying, like, oh, this is fine. This is fine. I could see nothing going wrong here. And I really hope nothing goes wrong here. Because, this Oblivion, this official Oblivion remake is set to release also in 2025. And literally all I could think of is, I think it was H2M. You guys remember a while back I talked about H2M, which was that Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remaster that a group of modders were making. And it was a mod that would require you to buy Modern Warfare Remastered and, like, you know, download that and, you know, download H2M on top of that. And right when H2M was about to release, Activision hit them with a cease and desist because they were afraid it could impact Black Ops 6's sales. I got the same vibes looking at these headlines because I seriously hope that if this does turn out to be true, if Bethesda is actually working on an Oblivion remake, I really hope they don't fuck over the modders on Sky Oblivion. I really hope they do not hit them with a cease and desist, because this is based on everything I've seen, this is a passion project that they've been working on for 10 fucking years now. Sky Oblivion has been in the works for 10 years. And if Bethesda were to hit them with a cease and desist right around the time of its release, the amount of goodwill that they would lose and the outcry from the fan base would be cataclysmic. I think I have a right to say that. I think I'm in the right of saying that. And I'd be pissed off too, because I have been looking forward for Sky Oblivion for the past few years now, ever since I did my original Oblivion playthrough. And if Bethesda decides to hit him with a cease and desist over possibly impacting sales of this official Oblivion remake, then Bethesda could go fuck themselves. Because, like, they're already, their fan reception is already low because of shit like Fallout 76 and Starfield. Now, granted, 76 has gotten better. It has gotten better since launch. But Starfield is still probably one of the most disappointing games that they've released, according to other players. I have not played the game myself, but I'm letting a lot of the reviews kind of speak for themselves. Especially when you get people saying that you need to play the game for like multiple hours in order for it to get good. Which already just doesn't sound like a good time. But yeah, no, a part of me, I'm so conflicted because, like, part of me wants this to be true, but the other part of me doesn't want this to be true because obviously, again, Sky Oblivion is already in the works. It's already getting ready to release next year. And Bethesda should for sure know about this because it's been in development for 10 fucking years. So, yeah. That's, I just really hope Bethesda doesn't shoot them in the foot with this. I really hope they don't. Because they're gonna lose, like, again, like I said, their fan reception is already low. If they release this and they cease and desist Sky Oblivion, which, by the way, you're gonna need to buy Skyrim in order to play, the same thing with H2M, where you had to buy Modern Warfare 2, all they're gonna be doing, they're gonna lose money. They're gonna lose money because people are gonna be buying Skyrim to play Sky Oblivion. And that's still money going in Bethesda's pocket. Either way. And, I just really, really hope that Sky Oblivion is able to see release to like, you know, I hope they're able to see a release. I really hope they do, because I will be sorely disappointed if they're not able to because of those. Oh, my face is all fuzzy and numb from talking, and also probably because of the popcorn and Coke, because I have so much popcorn and Coke in my system from the movies. But yeah, I'm sending a text right now. Alright, so text sent, news over. We're going to play some Lord of the Rings War in the North. But before we get into that, you know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know how I got to give a shout out to Night Ride FM, your 24/7 synthwave radio. They have an app on Android devices as well as a website they can go on called nightride.fm. They also have a Discord server they can join as well as they get any and all updates and releases regarding any and all things synthwave on both the website and the app. You can switch between different radio stations that they partner up with that play various subgenres of synthwave. So they got stuff like Chill Synth, Data Wave, Space Synth, Dark Synth, Horror Synth, and EBSM. And if you are a streamer, they have a stream-free archive playlist. A lot of really great stuff on there, a lot of really great songs. Don't know what else you could ask for. So once again, make sure to go check them out. That is nightride.fm, your 24/7 synthwave radio. But just remember, everyone, just remember that this is not a sponsorship. This is just a thoughtful shill. It is hot in this room. Hold on. All right. Lord of the Rings time. Ugh. Oh, so I had a massive headache when I got home. Controller record. So, last we left off in War in the North, we made it to Gundabad. We made it to the inside of Gundabad. Yeah, that is what happened. Simply put, shit's kind of fucked. There are reports, or at least not really reports. We found the aftermath of what appeared to have been a dwarven incursion, or at least a small dwarven war party that breached Gundabad in hopes of finding a weapon to save Nordenbad. And, you know, stop Agendour.
But we have no choice.
Yeah, we talked to this unfortunate fellow who got hit with a poison arrow. And he says that there's a weapon here. There's a weapon in Gundabad that we're now trying to find. Figure out what Agendour is doing.
The orcs are like maggots, teeming the corpse of once great Gundabad.
They delight in marring the works of others and twisting them to their own foul purpose.
Oh, by the way, I do want to say thank you everyone for stopping by for the streaming anniversary last night. Cat! Oh my god. Caught up in my cords here. But yeah, no, thank you guys for stopping by last night. It was fun. Definitely gonna play more Tekken 8 in the future. Maybe some more Tekken 4, who knows? Maybe even future Tekken games. We shall see.
Let's see if you can take me.
Not a fan of the frame drops, let me tell you. Literally one-shotting goblins. Motherfuck.
Fight me if you dare.
Goblin got in the way of my power shot. That's fun. What? Whoops.
I recognize these signs. A ranger has left a hidden cache here.
Oh, hell yeah. Broadsword, eh? Not good.
Fight me if you dare.
Woo! Damn, we obliterated the poor dude.
Rescue our friend.
Oh, fuck. I thought I used a potion, but I guess not.
Thank you, my friend. I'm in your debt. Your time.
Oh, I didn't realize you could issue commands. Huh. Didn't know you could put them in like stances. Interesting. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Alright, there we go. We're good. Get the bastard!
We need to pass that gate.
There must be some mechanism to control this gate.
What of this? These chains and gears.
This is the heart of the enemy's war machine. They forge weapons and armor to equip the hordes gathering here.
They're making more than that. Can't you smell it? The same blasting powder used against us at Fornost. There must be a huge store of it here.
Then let us destroy the gears. Perhaps we will slow their war mills.
Oh, this.
That noise! What have we done?
We're about to make this entire place collapse. It seems, Andriel.
There are vermin on the columns!
Keep pressing forward! We can't let them pin us down or we'll have an army upon us! Onward, quickly! Before this column crumbles beneath us!
I don't think we're on a time limit for this. However,
Come on, you faint-hearted scum!
oh, whoops. Really? I can't hit him from that? Alright, game, whatever you say.
Servants of the enemy, beware!
Ooh. Cars 23 stamina. That's nothing for me. Damn, I really do need 23 stamina for a lot of this. Alright, let's go. Nice. Ah! Oh, did the orc just accidentally kill its buddy? That's funny. Oh, we're gonna chill in here for a minute. Damn, we killed them really quickly. Ah, I can't wear these. The one I can't wear because it's Lore Master, so only Andriel can wield it.
More fallen dwarves. We must be close.
We won't find out standing here.
Oh.
This is it. Quick climb. Up you go.
Hammer is also key.
No drink. No drink. There are too many orcs. We'll never hold them long enough. Maybe not, but we can try. Well then, come on, you filth! Baruch Kazor! Katana Menu!
We're friends. We're here to help you.
We must work together to overcome these odds.
There's a mounted crossbow over there.
Man the mounted crossbows.
We'll hold them off! Kazan! Kazan! Keep them away from the weapon! At all costs!
Yeah, I think we're fine with the goblins. I mean, I'm still gonna hit the goblins regardless. But it's really those, you know, dual wielding berserkers I need to worry about. Yeah, get him, Farin.
You face the power of the Eldar.
Come on, you faint-hearted scum!
Oh, come on. Need to get back on the crossbow.
Here, my friends, gather to this healing light. Here, to me if you need healing.
That's a lot of crossbows. Oh, that's the secret weapon. Okay. Kind of forgot about that, and we can also shoot through it. Secret weapon indeed.
I don't know what brings you to a place like this, but I'm mighty glad to see you all the same.
We might say exactly the same. What are you doing here?
We've come to activate an ancient weapon. With luck, it'll kill a lot of orcs.
What sort of weapon?
You'll see. Once activated, it'll take some time to do its work. Aye, and it's sure to bring a lot more orcs down on us, too. No time for dilly-dallying. Go ahead and use it.
We'll hold off the orcs.
Hey there, Kian.
A horde
Hope your day's going well.
Are you mad? You're calling them here.
I did warn you about that.
No, buddy, I don't believe you did warn us about the giant horn.
This is a tall order.
Also, is it really an ancient weapon if it's just a giant horn? Like, I get what they're doing. Because, you know, it's going to create, like, a shockwave that would bring down the mountain. But, like, come on now.
Stomach to face me.
A Lenian on Kaliba. A troll.
Keep them away from the weapon at all costs.
Oh my god, there's a lot of trolls. That's a lot of trolls. Come on, take them down one at a time! Andriel, get out of the fucking way!
This will strike you down.
We can't hold them all. Let's see if you can take me.
Yeah, my day's doing well. I got back from seeing the new Lord of the Rings movie and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. My day's doing quite well. I don't know how long I'll be able to use this until I have to abandon it.
Banish the darkness!
Okay, cool. Woo! Damn. Really took a minute. Yeah, guys, I want to get running.
The whole mountain is coming down! Aye, a good deal of it anyway. Just as we hoped.
You knew this was going to happen?
It's what we came here for. We had to strike this blow if our people are to survive. I'm heartily sorry for getting all of you killed as well.
I don't think we need to worry about death just yet. Look!
Darren's beard!
Here the Eagles come to save the day! Holy fuck! Look at that damage! Jesus Christ! Now that's a lot of damage! Holy fuck. Sorry, my mouth was full. Oh.
Well, this is a day I'll not soon forget. I've seen a few things in my time, but I've not flown on an eagle's back till today. Well, now that it's a bit easier to talk, let me thank you properly for saving our lives and bid you welcome to Nordinbad, our home. Nordri's father, the Lord Gorin, will want to speak with you. Nordri's gone ahead to report on the Gundabad raid and to tell him about everything you did for us.
Why did you lead your warriors against Mount Gundabad?
We keep a careful watch on the orcs of the mountains. When we saw them gathering in large numbers at Gundabad, we had reason to believe they were preparing to move against us here. We didn't like our chances against that many orcs, but we knew about the hidden weapon at Gundabad. So Nordri and I led a small force there to use it against them.
What can you tell us of the device you used to collapse the ceiling at Gundabad? I've never heard of such weapons.
It was an ancient defense made by the dwarves who delved Gundabad long ago. Nobody understood the qualities of stone better than the dwarves of old. And they knew that just the right sound can cause solid stone to split. They use that knowledge to build a defense against any enemy who might force their way past the gates of their home.
But Mount Gundabad has been an orc hold for centuries. How did you know about this weapon?
Aye, it's been in the hands of the orcs for many a year, but not straight through. I was only a lad when my people fought a great war against the orcs, but my father helped sack Gundabad. He was one of the stoneworkers who found the weapon. It made a big impression on him, and he told me the tale so many times I was sure I could find the thing and use it against the orcs.
But how could you be certain it would still function after all those centuries?
We didn't. The whole thing was a gamble. Luckily it paid off.
Well, Jesus.
Am I correct in guessing that you might have a similar defense here?
Some things are best left secret, I'm thinking.
Fair enough.
Do you think the orcs will follow us here to Nordenbad?
Escaping on eagles like we did will throw them off the trail a bit, but it won't be long before they realize it was a group of dwarves that hit them first, and that'll get them thinking about us here. It's not like they're not thinking about Nordenbad anyway, but I'll let Gorin tell you more about that.
We're grateful for the welcome, but in the rush of battle and our escape, I don't believe we actually caught your name.
Oh, confound me for an old fool. Bruni, son of Bane, at your service and your families. I'm captain of the Nordenbad Guard and a servant of Lord Gorin.
At your instruction, the Eagles brought us east for many leagues, over many high mountain peaks. Where are we now exactly?
Aye, it's east you've gone. Clean over the Misty Mountains and along the length of the Grey Mountains. You've left the lands of Eriador behind. You're on the northern edge of the land of Rovanion now.
Oh, damn.
What can you tell me about your lord?
Gorin's a great leader. He'd have to be to hold Nordenbad together for so long, surrounded by enemies and starved for basic necessities as we are. There's not a dwarf here who wouldn't lay down his life for him.
We would be pleased to speak with Lord Gorin.
Just make your way past the doors you see yonder and you'll find him within. The guards have been instructed to let you pass.
I suspect I'm the first man to see the inside of these halls.
I am certain I'm the first elf to do so.
Alright, so stamina. Get that up.
Who would have guessed that such a place still existed in these mountains?
Ah, well, the other eagles aren't here to talk to? Damn.
You should not keep the lord of these halls waiting.
Here, sire, those I spoke of. Allow me to present a kinsman, Farron of Erebor, and also Andriel and Eridan, his companions. We succeeded in our task, and I live to tell of it, thanks only to their aid.
You are most welcome here, kinsman, and no less so your companions, be they man, elf, or eagle. Welcome all to Nordenbad, last hall of the Longbeards in the Grey Mountains. You have returned to me, my son and my oldest friend, whom already I mourned as lost. For this, you will forever have my gratitude and the hospitality of these halls. Know that this is not something lightly given, for never before have we allowed any but our own folk to pass these gates. And no eyes have gazed upon the hidden lake of Azanzaram, save those of our close kindred. Yet for what you have done, I will gladly lay aside our ancient oath of secrecy.
You are Longbeards. Then you are of Durin's folk, and close kin to Farron.
Aye. In centuries past, most of our kin called these mountains home. But then the dragons came from the far north. One by one, our halls were lost or abandoned. All but Nordenbad. We alone endured those dark times. And thanks to you, we may hope to endure our current troubles as well.
What can you tell me of your home?
My great-great-grandsire was the first to enter the caves of this mountain, where he discovered the hidden lake we call Azanzaram. He was awed by its beauty, and led some of his kin here. Slowly, over many long years, with loving hands and careful chisels, we created the halls you see before you. Nordenbad was never rich in gold or jewels, but its beauty would move even the most cold-hearted dwarf. That is why we have remained here for so long. There is not a dwarf among us who would not choose death over exile from our home.
This lake, did your kin create it?
Nay, my ancestors discovered Azanzaram even as you see it. We have worked with care to enhance what we found. A chip here, a tap there, fashioning bridges, halls, and tunnels. But always, we have taken care to preserve the great gift we were given.
It is beautiful. I am honored to behold it.
May I ask how it was you happened to be in so unlikely a place as Mount Gundabad? One does not go lightly into so foul a pit.
What does I simply also walk into Mordor?
Servant of the enemy. He goes by the name of Agendaur.
Agendaur. We are familiar with that one. Curse his Blackheart.
He appeared before our gates some weeks past and called us to parley in the name of Sauron the Great, so he said.
A parley? What did he ask of you?
He demanded that we yield ourselves up to the mercy of Sauron, as if there was any mercy in the Dark Lord.
He lays claim to Nordenbad, telling us if we turn over our halls and riches without a fight, our lives will be spared, and we will be free to seek a new home elsewhere.
Of course, we would have nothing of that. When we defied him, he grew wrathful, threatening us with the fiery doom that overtook our ancestors.
What could he want with Nordenbad? I do not mean to offend, but these halls are very remote. Is it wealth he seeks?
Nay, Nordenbad provides for our needs, but never have we considered it rich, save in beauty.
I fear he may have allied himself with the dragon Orgast who dwells in these parts. With such a beast at his command, we would have little hope of resisting him.
Ah.
Dragon? But could even Agendaur command the allegiance of a dragon?
Perhaps not on his own account, but if he speaks for the Dark Lord, even Orgast would think twice before offending him.
Nah, dragons are wicked creatures, and their greed knows no bounds. Agendaur only has to name the right price.
Maybe we should go after this dragon before he comes after us.
Huh. Destroy Orgast? If only it were that simple. The attack on Gundabad would be a peaceful stroll around the lake in comparison. Nay, if it were so easy to slay dragons, there would be many more dwarves still dwelling in these mountains.
Urgost has never taken notice of us before. We rather hoped it would stay that way.
I have heard it said it does not pay to leave a live dragon out of your calculations if you live near one.
We can't let Agendaur have such a beast under his command.
Agreed. Where can we find Urgost?
You do not lack for courage, I will grant you. Yet we know not where the dragon dwells. No dwarf has discovered his lair and lived to tell of it.
Perhaps Radagast knows this secret, or can discover it. Seems there is little that happens in Wilderland that escapes his notice.
Who is Radagast?
Radagast the Brown. He is a wizard, a master of birds and beasts. He keeps to himself mostly, but he's a decent enough sort. As long as you mean no harm to the wild creatures he befriends.
He dwells within the forest of Mirkwood, away to the south. Perhaps your companion Dalaran would know where to find him, for it is said that Radagast is a friend to the Lord of Eagles himself.
Then we should travel to Mirkwood. I am certain we will learn something of value speaking with Radagast.
Indeed. But before you set out, please accept a token of our gratitude. Seek out my steward J.R.R. I have instructed him to open our vaults to you. I believe you may find something within that will be of service in the days ahead.
Oh, so we looking for a fucking dragon now? And Radagast? Oh, boy.
I still can't believe I'm alive. I thought I would draw my last breath in the fetid air of Mount Gundabad. Mind you, I'm not complaining.
Tell me about Goran, your father. Is he a king?
King? Oh, no. He is merely the Lord of Nordenbad. We acknowledge Dane Ironfoot as the rightful king of the Longbeards. Not that he has any idea of our existence.
Tell me about Bruni, the other dwarf who survived Mount Gundabad.
Bruni is the captain of our guard, the terror to the orcs of these mountains. He's been my father's best friend since long before I was born, and he taught me how to wield an axe, and what it means to serve.
It sounds as if you have been in Mirkwood before.
I've been around it a lot more than in it, and that suits me just fine. I don't care for that wood. Don't know how anyone could. But I've often traveled to the eaves of the forest to trade with the Bjornings who live thereabout. It was on such a trading venture that I happened to meet Radagast.
Who are these people, the Bjornings?
A hardy folk, and brave, as any who dwell between Mirkwood and the Misty Mountains would need to be. Under their chieftain, Grimbjorn, they've kept the mountain passes and river crossings open, even in these troubled times. But I've heard rumors of war on their borders of late. The high passes may now be closed, at least to those without the benefit of eagle wings.
Can you tell me more about Radagast?
He's an unusual sort. Friend to all beasts and birds. To be honest, I don't think he cares much for dwarves. But maybe he just prefers the company of animals. One thing's certain, there are few people with more knowledge of this part of the world. He even spoke of Nordenbad as if it were common knowledge.
Do you believe we will be a match for Urgost?
It's not that I doubt your courage and skill. And I'd be mighty glad to no longer have a dragon as a neighbor. But truthfully, I wonder if anyone can overcome such a beast. I just hope your luck proves equal to your daring.
What comes next for your folk?
I'm afraid we're all out of tricks to play. All we can do is prepare our defenses, hunker down and wait for whatever the winds of war might blow our way.
I wish you luck with whatever fate may bring. Farewell, Nordri.
We would be honored if you would accept a token of our gratitude. Find my steward J.R.R. I have instructed him to present you with some of our finest work. Choose whatever you will, and may it serve you well.
You are Longbeards. Then you are a...
Aye. In centuries past, most of our kin...
I will take my leave.
Basically saying the same stuff he said earlier. Alright then.
So you're the Dunedain Ranger, eh? I can't see what all the fuss is about. I suppose you're tougher than you look, though I heard you had a dwarf helping you. Are you here to buy something? I've an excellent stock of the best Nordenbad craftwork, so speak up. Time's a wasting.
Are you always this cheerful?
Well, let's see. We've got an orc army growing, a dragon hungry for dwarf snacks, and one of Sauron's lieutenants making threats. Pardon me while I break out in a song and dance. Now see here, I need to do some business. So how's about you buy something before I get downright grumpy?
Goran sent me to you. He said I should speak to you to receive a token of his gratitude.
Yes, yes. He may have mentioned it to me. It was rather too generous of him. Not that I don't appreciate what you did, but how does he expect me to increase our wealth by giving our best work away? Well, here you go. Take your pick.
Thank you, good dwarf. Let's see here. I might just take the chest armor, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah. Wait, armor value 176. Yeah, that would be much better. Oh, god damn it.
Are you here to buy something?
steel health chance, fire damage, 148 to 215. Might just replace that with Angmir's sword, honestly.
Are you here to buy something?
Ah, you must be that ranger I've been hearing about. Word of you has spread like a beard on fire. I'm pleased to meet anyone who strikes a blow against the enemy. And I hear you struck a very hard blow indeed.
Hey, yo.
Well, how can I help you today?
You've hidden in this isolated cavern for a long time. Could it be that you found something precious, like mithril?
Oh, we've no such wealth as mithril here. Not that I haven't dreamt of finding a vein of true silver. I work iron and a bit of ordinary silver or gold. A few gems here and there. Mostly we hide to escape the notice of the dragons. Bad blood between dwarves and dragons as well, you know. And then there's all the orcs. But I dream of a day when we could trade for finer goods. I've been working on a silver belt studded with crystal, with a special mount for a gem I crave above all others. The gem that comes from no mine.
What gem is that?
Pearls! The most perfect and beautiful of precious things. How they glimmer and gleam. I've hoarded a small handful of white pearls, but even those won't satisfy me for this belt. My dream of perfection is nothing less than the fabled Black Pearl. I've heard rumor of them, but I fear I'll never see one.
Hey, sounds like a quest I can do.
I can't promise anything, but I'll keep an eye open for black pearls. If I can bring you one, I will.
Mighty good of you. You'll find me generous should you return. I mean, when you return. Anything else I can do for you?
Is that burnt hair that I smell?
Well, hard to be a smith without getting a few sparks in your beard. What do you expect when you're working with a hammer and forging hot metal? They've taken to calling me Burry Burntbeard. Used to have a beard down to my belt. Well, shorter is safer. Long as you keep a bucket of water handy, there's nothing to worry about.
How great are your skills as a smith?
I'm no braggart, but I'll put my skills up against any smith, dwarf, elf, or man. You may think I don't know much, being set apart from others of my craft. But I'll tell you a little secret. My grandsires go back all the way to the smiths that worked alongside the great elven smith, Celebrimbor himself. In the days of ancient Eregion, there was a great friendship between elves and dwarves. We've passed down skills from forgotten times. I know runes of power and other secrets that give my weapons and armor a hidden strength you'll not find elsewhere. You won't complain about my work.
Tell me of Celebrimbor.
None was a greater craftsman of jewels and forger of metals than Celebrimbor, who was Lord of Eregion. Close friend he was to Narvi, the great stone master, and to my grandsires. He even made 7 rings of power for the dwarves. It was Celebrimbor who knew that Sauron had betrayed the elves by making 1 ring. He heard the enemy declare himself master over all. He was killed in the first war against Sauron, and many of his secrets were lost. Narvi and his kin were lost as well. Only one of my ancestors escaped to carry the tale. So it's been told from grandsire to me.
What lore do you know of Eregion?
Okay, thank you for redeeming an Ara Ara.
Sires is little enough. That Eregion lay west of the Misty Mountains near Moria. That the elves of Eregion were of a kind known as
Hold on.
Noldor, and were clever craftsmen. The Noldor didn't
Ara Ara.
think that Sauron was evil. Sauron came to Eregion and taught them how to forge rings of power. But after Sauron was revealed, he invaded Eregion and destroyed it. Nearly 5,000 years ago, that was. Doubt there's much left of the place now. But Sauron's fixing to do the same thing all over again. Even here in the far north.
Alright, let's get repairs. Hold on, let me...
Are you here to buy?
I got more stuff to sell. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Could be wrong, though.
It is clear the folk of Nordenbad take pride in their work.
Oh, you don't say.
I can't believe what I've heard. You're actually setting out to find the dragon? We spent many long years trying not to be found by one. Ah, but then the three of you did walk into Mount Gundabad alone, and you lived to tell the tale. So if anyone has a chance against Urgost, it might be you. Ordinarily, I'd be dead set against riling up a dragon. It seems Agendaur has already done that. So I'll just wish you luck and let it go at that.
What about you here? Do you believe Nordenbad will be safe after what we accomplished at Mount Gundabad?
We killed hundreds of orcs when the roof came down at Gundabad. Maybe thousands if we're lucky. That's all the fewer to march against us here. But that just means we went from certain defeat to likely defeat. If the dragon joins up with Agendaur, we're right back at certain again.
Do you think it would be better if we did not go looking for the dragon?
Who can say? It's more you I'm worried about than us here. Bold you may be, but dragons are dragons.
Fair enough.
Dragons have been overcome before. Better to face him on our terms than to wait for him to come to us. Farewell, Bruni.
Mirkwood is a place I prefer to fly over, not into, but we are ready to go.
We must hope Radagast can tell us where to find Urgost. Have you ever faced a dragon before?
No. That is a risk I have gladly avoided. One does not willingly seek out a dragon, unless there is no choice.
You are afraid of dragons?
Only a fool would not fear a dragon. If Urgost has survived this long, he must be full of the guile and cunning of his kind, abominations that they are. And this will make him even more dangerous. But that changes nothing. If we must prevent his alliance with Agendaur, then fear must be set aside and the dragon found. We should follow Goran's advice and seek Urgost's whereabouts from Radagast.
Your friends were eager to offer their services. Perhaps they do not fully appreciate the danger. What can you tell me of them?
Armanel is a seasoned warrior. He knows full well what he faces, and accepts it gladly. Baron Thor is young, and eager to prove himself. But he has deep courage, and few can match his swiftness on the wing. But you need not take my word. Ask them yourself. They will gladly speak with you if you so desire.
I worry about my people. We Dunedain are so few now, and our families are scattered across the north. Perhaps I should go to their defense.
And yet, what could you do for them? one man alone. Were there 100 Eridans, you could not withstand the power that is set against you. But together, we may strike a blow far greater than any army could achieve. You Rangers are hardy folk. Trust them to survive, as they have for so long, while we do what must be done to bring down Agandaur. Only then will your homes and our areas be safe.
You are right, Belleroy. We cannot falter now. We will go on.
You have but to say the word, and we will press on.
Radagast is a good friend of yours?
The Brown Wizard has been a close friend of the Eagles since he first came to Middle-earth and settled into the forest that is now called Mirkwood, even before it came to have that dark name. That was long before I was born, but I had visited with him many times in his home at Rosgobel when I would bring him news from afar. But I have not seen him since he abandoned Rosgobel.
Why would he abandon his home?
He was gone from his home before I could ask. But there has been a growing threat and darkness in the south of Mirkwood. I believe Rosgobel is no longer safe, even for a wizard.
I mean, yeah, you have Dol Guldur just south of that.
I know Radagast's favored places in the north of Mirkwood. We will find him, or I will bring you to a place you are likely to find him at the very least.
Then we must travel to Mirkwood.
We will be ready.
All right, to Mirkwood. Oh shit! Ow! That fucking hurt!
Seeking the wizard. No one can help him now. And no one can help you.
Dead, he should be dead. Yeah.
Enter the sphere of light and be healed. I need healing.
God damn it. Wolfrin! Get your bitch ass back over here. Yeah, fuck you. Uh-oh. think we got him, boys.
Well done, my friends. That one will spread his veil of lies no more. Yet I fear this was no chance meeting. If Wolfram was here, it could mean trouble for Radagast. You should press on and find him.
The sorcerer said something about a wizard.
He must have meant Radagast.
But why would Agandar send his minions after Radagast?
The Brown Wizard concerns himself little with the outside world, yet he has worked against Sauron in the past. Perhaps Agandar merely wishes to settle an old score, but it seems more likely he seeks to prevent Radagast from aiding his enemies. We should find him.
I don't like this. Agandar may be one step ahead of us.
If so, Radagast may be in grave danger.
How far are we from the wizard's dwelling?
It is difficult to say for certain. Even the eyes of an eagle cannot pierce the interwoven boughs of Mirkwood, and clearings are few in this wood.
What is this creature you've bested? It smells foul.
Who can say? Some beast from an older world, maybe. Bred and twisted by the Dark Lord to serve his most trusted servants.
This forest seems near impenetrable. What can we expect to find here?
I cannot say for certain. Mirkwood is no place for my kind. We can soar over the great wood, but its secrets remain hidden beneath the trees. The forest has an evil reputation, however. Be on your guard as you search for Radagast.
I have been told elves dwell in Mirkwood. Perhaps they can assist us.
It is true, King Thranduil's people dwell in the forest, but many dark miles lie between here and the Elven King's halls. One might wander for weeks in this part of Mirkwood without encountering an elf.
What of my kind? Are there not men who live within the wood?
You speak of the Bjornings. Yes, there are hearty men who dwell on the western edge of Mirkwood, but they are rarely found this far north, and they are wary of strangers, as any who dare to dwell in this wood should be.
We will find him, but what about you? Are you hurt?
The beast did its damage, but not enough to keep me from the air. I will be fully recovered soon enough.
We will continue the search on foot. Should we look for you here once we have found him?
No, I must find my companions. They are probably worried about me. Together, we will keep watch from above. Radagast has many friends among the birds of Mirkwood. If you find him, he can send a message to us easily enough.
Very well. Good luck, Balaram.
I don't like the look of this Mirkwood. I wish our path would have led us elsewhere.
Why would Radagast choose to make his home in such a place?
They say that Mirkwood was not always like this. It was fair enough before the shadow of the Dark Lord fell over it.
That shadow lies here still. There are evil creatures in this wood. Be on your guard.
Noted.
Look! There!
Warg!
Oh, shit.
That's done it. Now the whole forest knows we're here.
Great, now all of China knows you're here.
What one hears is worse than the orc that one fears.
True, but where the warg howls, there also the orc prowls.
I don't have a rhyme for that one, I'm gonna be honest.
A brother ranger has left us some supplies.
Wait a minute, hold on. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of defense I'm risking on that one, though.
An encampment of orcs.
Be watchful. The wargs have given away our presence.
I don't like this. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, shit. Well, I found the Black Pearl. Not the ship, but an actual pearl.
They seek cover in the undergrowth.
We need cover from their arrows!
Yeah, fuck you. Whew, damn.
Over there. They've cleared a path out of Can't take much more. Servants of the enemy, beware!
Woo! Oh, that's a dark and ominous looking cave. That's spiders!
Look like eggs. Insect eggs, maybe.
But so many. And so large.
Sorry to anybody who might be arachnophobic. Ah, disgusting.
A troll! Be careful!
I can't do that. That must wait.
Oh, smooth amethyst. Nice. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? Hold on. Oh, okay, we're still missing red barrel. Which I don't know where we can get that. I think it might be back in the Edenmores. I have a feeling we might have missed that. Yeah.
Beware! Spiders!
How fun.
Face a Dunadan now!
Giant spiders! You haven't got the stomach to face me!
Leave my dwarf friend alone!
Enter the sphere of light and be healed.
That looks like the right way to go.
Come on, you faint-hearted scum!
Strike you down. No enemy missiles can pierce this shield. We must be nearing Radagast's home.
Enemy archers on the high ground!
Oh, cool. Level up. Haha. Dumbass. Killed your own guy. Oh. Oh shit.
This must
looks peaceful enough.
Then what did the sorcerer mean when he said we were too late?
Perhaps he was only trying to discourage us.
Or maybe there's a giant fucking spider behind you. I love giant spiders.
Radagast, are you here?
Do you fear to face a dwarf?
Just take you all!
You face a ranger now! Let's see if you can take me! Radagast, are you here? You're no match for me! Face a Dunadan now!
Alenian on Kalima!
Over there. Is that a staff on the ground?
Oh boy. Indeed it is.
These woods are thick with the Uruk-hai.
Listen, they're all around us. On the hunt for something.
Radagast, perhaps. We must find him before the orcs do.
And we're going to go ahead and do that in the next part, because I believe is a good place to end off. So, obviously, when it comes to the schedule for next week, there may or may not be a stream on Monday, but that's purely because of the fact that I need to get around to wrapping and getting presents ready for Christmas Eve, and also Christmas, so probably won't be a stream on Monday. Maybe there will be, we'll see. And I'm debating on whether or not I'll do a Christmas Eve stream or not. Again, gonna have to wait and see on that one. I'll probably play it by ear. If I do end up doing a stream on Christmas Eve, it'll be early in the day. Because I got family party I'll have to do later on that same day. Obviously, nothing on Christmas, no stream on Christmas. And then we'll be back with the regular stuff on Thursday with more War in the North. And possibly other games for that. So, yeah. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's anyone to raid for the night. Oh, hey, you know what? Actually. Haha. Oh, wait. I'm not sure if they're about to end or not. I don't think so. Hold on. It doesn't look like they're about to end, even though they're like 3 hours in. But we're gonna raid. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid Kelly. They're currently playing Marvel Rivals, so yeah. So here is the raid for Kelly. And the raid message, as always, is the bounty hunter has arrived in all caps. Make sure to go let them know what has arrived on their doorstep. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a awesome Saturday night, evening, morning, whatever the case may be. And I will see you guys at, sometime next week. Or whatever I got planned. So, have a good night, everyone. And see ya.